One thing to remember though, I'm sure you'll fish this weekend, is just move. You'll notice we'll fish a lot of places that we might not get bit, but don't sweat it. Like, just keep booking. A lot of times, people fish points for 30, 45 minutes, don't get bit. They'll say, well, they're not on points. But if you look around, look how many points there is. So, I mean, if there he is. You just have to kind of spend some time. Just fish as many points as you can. Glad to catch one jerking or doing something different.
Yeah, I always couldn't understand that as a kid growing up.
Yeah. What's going on YouTube? This video is going to be probably one of the most interesting subjects that I think that we could ever talk about when you talk about fishing. A lot of times we talk about baits, we talk about rods, we talk about reels, we talk about everything. And then especially when you talk about a competitive aspect of bass fishing, we always say it's a mental game, right? You've heard us say that. It's almost cliche. We always talk about the mental aspect of bass fishing, right? However, it's hard to find much material on the mental side of bass fishing. We all know that the mental part is the most important part. We know that. I mean, we know that is the most important part, and that's probably 80% of the game. Yet, very rarely do we practice that, or we're aware, or we're not really aware or practicing the mental aspect of tournament fishing before. But I've been busy. I've been fishing a lot, and the fish have been biting. I mean, it's been, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been having fun. It's been really good the last 3 or 4 days. We've caught fish every day. I'm gonna say probably one of the better springs, cold springs that we've had. It's been kind of cold, but there has not been a trip where we haven't caught 20 plus fish. I met my buddy Kevin Ayers. We talked all through the winter, and we had a real bad weather for his winter weather. Just weather wasn't conducive to really get out there and do any fishing. We had a lot of ice and snow and just really cold weather. Fish have been biting. I'm pretty excited about the day, and I kind of went to some of the areas that I've been catching fish on for the last couple days, and it's almost like a tournament. It's ghost town. Went to my first little area, fished around 10-15 minutes. We might have caught 1 or 2 small ones. Ghost town. It's been easy. I'm telling you folks, fishing has been absolutely easy. Well, this morning started out with Kevin. That is not the case. Come up to the spot number 1 where day before it caught like a 4-pounder, lost a big one. Pull up to that area, nada. Nothing on the graph, clean. Pull up to area number 2. Look around on the graph. There's a couple fish in that area, but they're not biting. I might have caught 1 or 2 small ones here and there, but not what I was satisfied with for a good angler development session. Because I want guys to catch fish, and I want them to have a good time, and I think that's the best way to gain some confidence. The whole purpose in this deal is to gain some confidence in things that you may not have a lot of confidence in. And you're not going to get a lot of confidence if you're not catching fish. That's just the truth. Not going to be a lot of confidence. It's this time of year where I'm thinking fish are probably going to change. They're probably going to want to start going to the banks, and I'm curious to know if maybe that's what's going on. Maybe these fish are kind of starting to move, and they're ready to go to the banks. So here's the $9 million question. This is it. This is the question. I know you guys have been in this space before. You practice for a tournament. You kill them, you go back the first day of the tournament, not a single bite. Nothing on the screen, no bait, no nothing. I know you have been in that spot before. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you stay? Do you go? Do you change? What do you do? What do you do? When do you come? When do you go? When do you change? That's always the $9 million question. Well, I'm faced with that on this particular day. Do I need to go? Do I need to change? Do I need to finally start fishing shallow? Because I know any day now, these fish are going to start flooding the bank. I know they're going to go from instantly on our lake at Lake Hartwell, they instantly go from 25, 40 foot to dirt shallow overnight. Happens. I've seen it so many times. When things get like that, slow down. And I have to tell myself this because I'm really bad about this. And if I look back over some tournament finishes that were really bad, this is exactly what it did. You get antsy and you start trying stuff. You start going over here, start going shallow, fish docks, fish grass, throw a chatterbait, throw this, throw a rattle trap, throw a stutter step, throw top water. You start doing a lot. I played music for a long time, and we have this term we call playing the pocket. All that means is not doing a whole bunch, not playing all your riffs, not playing every note that you know how to play in a song, and just playing the note, playing the song. Playing the right notes at the right time, at the right speed. That's all. That always wins. That's what we decided to do in this trip. We just kept fishing. On Lake Hartwell, this particular trip is on Lake Hartwell, I've been fishing humps and points for the last few days. And there's thousands of humps and points. So what we do, we hunkered down and we fished humps and points. If we went to 3 and there was no fish on them, we kept moving. If we went to 5 or 6 more and didn't get a bite, we kept moving. And guess what happened? This is what we played the pocket. We kept it simple. We know that's been working. There's no way that every fish in the entire lake left 40 foot overnight. There might be some that started to filter, but not every fish in the lake. So we played the pocket. We kept doing exactly what we knew was working. That's proven, but we kept moving. We didn't get bored. We kept doing the same thing, but not in the same places. That's important. If you're doing the same thing in the same places and it's not working, you better get out of there. But we kept looking for things that set up the pattern fishing. We had a pattern. We had something that's been working, and we kept moving around till we found them. And this is the reward. We started catching them.
Oh yeah. I knew he was down there. I saw him on there.
That's the most dead it's been all day.
Is it really?
I mean, it was, yeah.
Take your time with it.
Keep talking about that.
Drag up. You pulled them off the bottom. Fish everywhere now. I believe he went right and got my line. I'm not sure. Which is fine. I mean, it's, you got I really think we got something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You do. You got something. You got something to bring home about. That is a good. That is what we come for. We got to get a picture with that one. Golly. My line's wrapped up in there too. Golly. Let's see here. That's a big one there, kid. That's a 3.5, every bit of it. Oh.
So that goes to show you what happens when you just play the pocket and you're fishing. If you've been crashing them on a square bill on laydowns, and then you go back in the tournament and overnight they're not biting, keep moving. Find another creek that's got the same structure. Chances are they didn't leave all that. The pattern is still working, but maybe one area has dried up. And that's what happened. And man, fishing got ugly for a minute. I mean, it got good. It got really good.
Talk him into it.
There might be some. No? Might be a cat. It is something. Catfish on some daggone good one. It's fast. It's a pretty good one. You see the head? Those are pretty good ones. Man, that's a daggone good one, man. That's a daggone. Let me seat land you. I could feel his head thumping. I was like, that might be. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Dude, that is so much fun. Look at that thing.
That is a pretty one. Pretty one right there, boy. Golly, I never get sick of that. That's 3.5 there. That's a good one. I bet you
got it? Yes, sir, you got it. You got it. They're so small, they can walk and like, oh, you got a little bit too. See him coming up to it, see him coming up to the bait. Now he's following back down. He may have that one soon. As soon as it hits the bottom, he might have that one. See him, he came up, he saw it falling. Got it. Dude, isn't that awesome? I tell you probably have it.
It must not be on the bottom all the way.
Yeah, make sure you got it on the bottom. That's a big
the
one
line.
there, Kev. I think that's a little better one. Not big, but bigger. Yeah, that's a better one. Definitely a better one.
Yeah, that's fun there.
Yeah, it is good, man. I saw him like when it was going down, he was following it up, and then he went down and got it. But you see, this is a good example though. But you see how we fished 3 places like that, and then they weren't fighting, and I just kept moving.
Well, it seems like one here and one there.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're still not on the graph as good as they have been. That's actually pretty good. I'll put him in pictures at the end of the day. That's it. That's a head thumper right there. Come on, Mr. Captain. Come on, what do we do here? Oh, that's a 3-pounder. All day. You can keep us there if you can, that'd be great. If you can't, that's all good. I'll tell you this beach. Dude, I didn't think it. Dude, that ain't gonna ever get old. That ain't gonna ever get old right there. God dang. Look at the girth on that thing. Just built so perfect. So perfect in so many ways.
So I hope that helps you guys out. Next time you're in your tournament, your club tournament, your BFL, shoot, I'm gonna save this video in my phone for me for my next FLW Tour tournament, because I've been there too many times, and now it is clear as day what you need to do. When what you were doing seems to not be working, it's still working. You still need to do it, but perhaps you need to do it somewhere else. Find it. Don't lose confidence in it. Play the freaking pocket. Play the pocket. Simple. Keep doing the same thing, playing the same thing. Do what makes sense, and a lot of times it works out in our favor. That's it.